What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Nick here, and today I'll be doing another edition of This Week in WWE. So this week in WWE has been nothing but controversy, especially revolving around what happened on SmackDown Live. So it all started on Monday Night Raw, where Roman Reigns was challenged by Braun Strowman to an ambulance match at the Raw exclusive pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire, and Roman Reigns did accept the challenge, only to be ambushed by Braun Strowman and thrown into the back of the ambulance, which the ambulance drove out of the arena, and also, of course, Brock Lesnar was about to enter the ring to call out Samoa Joe, but of course Samoa Joe attacked him from behind and applied the coquina clutch on Brock Lesnar, which Samoa Joe almost put Brock Lesnar to sleep, literally. And then there was a six-man tag team match as the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro, teamed up with Elias Sampson to take on the Hardys and Finn Balor. Now, there was a photo of all three of them in the ring at the same time, and some guy just shared it on Twitter and said that the Broken Balor Club is trending worldwide, or something like that. And honestly, I found that very clever. I found that very clever. The Broken Balor Club. Honestly, that was pretty clever. I'll admit that. And of course the winners was of course the Broken Balor Club. And then there was a special edition of Miz TV where the Ball family came out and was going to talk about their brand, the big ball brand, or something like that, and Laval Ball was itching for a fight, if you will. But of course, Dean Ambrose came out, and then there was a six-man tag team match between the Miz and the Miztourage, also known as Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, as they teamed up to take on the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Heath Slater and Rhino, and of course Dean Ambrose, and the Miz, and of course the Miz and the Miztourage won that match, and then there was a main event for the first time in a long while. In while, the women's division of Raw, SmackDown Live, and NXT would get their own main event. So for Monday Night Raw, you had a 6-woman gauntlet match, where it was Nia Jax, Bayley, Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Emma, as they battled it out for a shot at the Raw Women's title at Great Balls of Fire. And Nia Jax literally took out Bayley, Dana Brooke, Mickie James, and Emma. Literally, she took out all 4 of those women. But when it came to Sasha Banks, she made Nia Jax tap out to the Banks statement, which now at Great Balls of Fire, Sasha Banks will get a shot at the Raw Women's title against Alexa Bliss at Great Balls of Fire. And then, of course, on SmackDown Live, there was a SmackDown Women's Championship match between Naomi and Lana. Now, while it's true that Naomi did win the match, Lana posted a photo on Twitter of that pinfall victory, and Lana's shoulder was slightly up So Daniel Bryan announced that next week on SmackDown Live there will be another SmackDown Women's Championship match, and then of course Randy Orton wanted another shot at the WWE Championship. Shane McMahon said, "You know what? That's fine. You want a shot? You got it. The downside is that Jinder Mahal will get to name the stipulation for your match at BATTLEGROUND." And so Jinder Mahal said that it was fitting that SmackDown Live would get the pay-per-view BATTLEGROUND, because at BATTLEGROUND Randy Orton will face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship in a Punjabi prison match. Now keep this in mind. It has been nearly 10 years since the Punjabi prison match was in WWE, was a stipulation in WWE. Honestly, it's so terrifying. All that bamboo, it is terrifying. It's like a combination of Hell in a Cell and a steel cage all rolled into one. It is so terrifying. Honestly, I don't even know if Randy Orton. I honestly, I highly doubt that Randy Orton knows what he's getting himself into, because the Punjabi prison match is dangerous. It is so dangerous. But we will see what happens at BATTLEGROUND. And then of course we had the second ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match on SmackDown Live, and Carmella finally proved that she won that briefcase fair and square at Money in the Bank. Even though James Ellsworth ended up getting involved into the match again, Carmella still won the match. Now once again she has possession of the briefcase, and now it's only a matter of time before she cashes it in and loses the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Because honestly, all that was right there was controversy. Once again, that was all controversy. So we all know that Carmella's gonna cash in Money in the Bank within a couple months, and she might lose, you know, but we'll see. And then on NXT, we had the very first ever the first ever last woman standing match for the NXT Women's Championship, as Asuka defended the title against Nikki Cross from the group known as Sanity. And both of these women just gave it their all. They gave it their all until both women went through the announce table, and Asuka actually stood up at the last second to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And then of course 205 Live, which can be seen every Tuesday night immediately following SmackDown Live, only on the WWE Network. And honestly, again, I don't really watch 205 Live, but from what I know, Akira Tozawa will get a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship against Neville at Great Balls of Fire. So that's pretty much all I know about the Cruiserweight division, but we'll see what happens. Alright, well that is it for this week in WWE. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to post in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe and bell me for more WWE and Yu-Gi-Oh opening videos. And on that, this is your boy Nick here, signing out.